Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. LINK got rejected in the resistance area I highlighted in the last video. This resistance area was the standard resistance that needed to be overcome in order to give us an idea that something bullish is playing out, or let's say more bullish, that at least we've bottomed locally. But no, there is no low of sorts in place, maybe a very local low. But because we haven't seen the price break above resistance, there was no top signal. In fact, the rally was just a three-wave rally, as you can see here on the chart. Just a corrective rally. And I mean, that can turn into a larger corrective rally, but we can really only consider that once we see a break above $14.97, because the price has never broken above initial resistance. It is still very much possible that one more low is forming, and we're going to take a look at the wave structure for that. But bear in mind that overall the wave count here has worked out nicely in recent weeks. The idea was that a more substantial top has formed there in wave 1. That was here around the 10th of March. And that a wave 2 pullback is basically unfolding right now. The wave 2 pullback, I did say, could end in the region, in the neighborhood of the wave 4 of one lesser degree, which is precisely here around the $12.80 level. And it's around the 38.2 retracement. So it doesn't need to finish here, of course. It's just a common area where typically a wave 2 would finish. If we get a break below the weekend low, then it might test $10.68. That's the next relevant support. And also in that region here before, in October last year, there was definitely an area of interest, an area of trade, quite a bit of consolidation in that region, quite interesting. So bottom line is there is a wave 2 unfolding right now. Question is if this initial decline, if that's going to be enough to complete all of wave 2, or if we are seeing a more substantial A, B, C structure as per the yellow alternative scenario. We won't know that until we see a break above resistance, and then until we see the structure of that rally. Because if the rally after the break of initial resistance, in this case 1497, if that rally is a three-wave corrective rally, it would very much emphasize the idea that it's a B wave and that will come down in wave C afterwards. However, if this really is then a wave 2 low in place, then the next rally should be a third wave. And I shared with you in the last update that LINK can take, or that the price could take, LINK to round about $90 or more in that third wave. So that's definitely interesting also from a reward and risk point of view. And, therefore the third wave should be an impulse. It should be quite aggressive. I mean, third waves have to be impulses. Okay, they can be part of a diagonal and so on. There are other aspects, but ideally it's an impulse, and that impulse shouldn't be an ABC structure. So if it's corrective, if it shows overlapping price action, then it's likely a B wave. Now looking at the microstructure, I shared with you before that technically a low could be in, but we need to see a break above 1497. Until then, we cannot rule out one more low. And how would that look like? I mean, if there is one more low, I would have to say that this was the third, this here is the fourth, and like that basically, But that's just the labeling. That's not so important. As I always say, we don't trade the counts. Typically, we trade the levels. And those Fibonacci levels are what is much more important than me moving labels around. Because this is the resistance area that needs to be overcome. You see the price rallied into the middle of it and got rejected. So if it makes another attempt and rallies, then we can think about, okay, does it look more like a B wave, or is it maybe a third wave rally? At the moment, because the initial rally here was in 3 waves, it's quite probable that it would just be the B wave, but we'll see how it develops. Definitely already good reaction here to the support area, and to maintain, let's say, a more directly bullish perspective, the price needs to break above 1497 next. Until then, one more low is still something that we have to consider. And if one more low forms, it might reach $10.68 next. That's my update about LINK. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, and please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.